Greetings! Welcome to Classics Cut for January. Yes, we know it's a bit late, but because of weather and various other unforeseen circumstances, for February we are giving you a double trouble episode. This is our January selection of our first play, William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. That's correct. This is one of Shakespeare's greatest comedies. It was based because he wanted a Christmas play. This is his Christmas play, based on the English tradition of Twelfth Night. 12 nights of Christmas, where the 12th night is one of things of chaos, where people change roles and secrets are uncovered, and generally lords of misrule abound. So, we give you with my friends Mr. Robert Tobias, Miss Emma Claire Harris, myself Will Byrne, and
Mr. Mike Bree.
We give you Twelfth Night. Enjoy. Twelfth Night, or what you will. Act 1, Scene 1. Music. Enter Orsino, Duke of Illyria, Curio, and other lords.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that, surfeiting, the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er like the ear, like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more, 'tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there, of what validity and pitch soever, but falls to abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go to hunt, my lord?
What curio?
The hart?
Why, so do I, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. In that instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ever since pursue me.
Enter Valentine.
How now, and what news of her?
So, please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself till 7 years' heat shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will well walk and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a dead brother's love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she hath that heart of the fine frame. To pay this debt of love, but to a brother how will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her heart? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied, and filled with sweet perfections of oneself king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich, when canopied with bowers.
Exit. Act 1, Scene 2. Enter Viola, a captain, and sailors.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailors?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother, so perchance may he be.
True, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother most provident in peril bind himself. Courage and hope both teaching him the practice to a strong mouse that lived upon the sea, where like Orion on the dolphin's back I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope. Whereto thy speech serves for authority. The like of him, know'st thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late, but for a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know, what great ones do the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months ago since, leaving her in the protection of her son, his son, her brother, who also hath shortly died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world, till I had made mine own occasion mellow, what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain, and though that nature with the beauteous swab doth off-close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke, though thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing, and I can speak to him in many sorts of music, that will allow me very worth his service. What else mayhap, to time I will commit, only shape thou silence as my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
Exit. Act 1, Scene 3. Enter Sir Toby Belch and Maria.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus. I'm certain, sure care as an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier o' nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why let her accept before accepted?
Ay, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of the order.
Confine! I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so let these boots too. And they be not, let them hang themselves in their own strap.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight that you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Aguecheek?
Ay, he.
He's as tall a mariner as any in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Ay, but he'll have but a year all these ducats. He's a very fool and prodigal.
Fie, that's all you'll say so. He plays over the Val de Gamboys and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word without book. He hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed all, most natural. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreller, and but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the guts he hath in quarreling. 'Tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so. Who are they?
That they that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there's a passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a constral that will not drink to my niece till his brains turneth over like a parish top. What, wench? Castillo Volto, here comes Sir Andrew Agueface.
Enter Sir Andrew Aguecheek.
Sir Toby Belch! Hello, Sir Toby Belch!
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece chambermaid.
Goodness, Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight, accost, infront her, board her, woo her, and assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightest never draw a sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would my might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Ah, many, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so. I am not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Ay, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Exit.
O knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'd ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I would that I had bestowed that time and the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, I had but followed the arts.
Then hast thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why, would that have been my hair?
Past question. For thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it comes to me well enough, does not?
Excellent, it hangs like flax on distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Faith, I'll be home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, is 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I have heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in there.
I'll stay a month longer. I am fellow of the strangest mind of the world. I delight in masks and revels sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at kickshaws, knight?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a gallard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper,
And I can cut the mutton to it.
and I think I have the back trick, strong, as simply strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts of a certain before him? Are they like to take dust like Mistress Mall's picture? And why dost thou not go to church in a gallard and come home in a cornato? My very walk should be a jig. I would not be so much as make water, but in a syncopace. What dost thou mean? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think, my dear, excellent constitution of the leg, it was formed under the star in the galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does indifferent well in the divers-coloured stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus? That's sides and heart.
No, sir, it's legs and thighs. Let me see thee caper. Higher, excellent.
Exeunt. Act 1, Scene 4. Enter Valentine and Valeria, and Viola as Cesario in man's attire. If the Duke continue these favours towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence.
That
You may call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me. Enter Duke Orsino, Curio, and attendants.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario home?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest less, but all I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access, stand at her doors, and tell them there they fixed foot. shall grow, till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow, as I spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds, rather than make unprofited return.
Say, I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in nuncios of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe me, for they shall yet belie thy happy years, that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth than Rubius. Thy small pipe is the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 attend him, all if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, where I woo, myself would be his wife.
Exeunt severally. Act 1, Scene 5. Enter Maria and Feste the clown.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter. In way of thy excuse, my lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world need no fear, no colors.
Make that good.
Ye shall see none to fear.
A good answer. I can tell thee where that saying is born of I fear no colors.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars, that you may be bold to say your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that they have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
They will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute, then?
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Valera.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely. You were best.
Exit. Enter Lady Olivia with Malvolio and attendants.
Wit at any be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. But what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit? God bless thee, lady!
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear her, fellows? Take the fool away.
Go to. Y'are a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you'll grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, and then the fool is not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he can no longer be dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin. And sin that amends is patched with virtue. In that, this simple syllogism will serve so. If not will, what remedy? As there is no true couple but calamity, so beauty is a flower. The lady bade take the fool away, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprisions of the highest degree, lady. Culius non fate Macallum. That's much to say, I wear not motley in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechise you for it first, Madonna. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why dost thou mourn?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more the fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take the fool away, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do, till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmary, or the better increasing of your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that he has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fools' zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite to be generous, guiltless, and a free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, but thou speakst well of fools.
Enter Maria.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you. From the Count Orsino, is it? I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man, and well attended. Who of my people hold him in delay? Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman. Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madmen. Fie on him.
Exit Maria.
Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home. What you will, to dismiss it.
Exit Malvolio.
Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoken for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove crams with brains, for here he comes.
Enter Sir Toby.
One of thy kin has a most weak pie matter.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here, a Plegoles pickle herring. How now, sot? Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery! I defy lechery! There's one at the gate.
Hey, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil, and he will. I care not. Give me faith, I say. Well, it's all one.
Exit.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool and a madman. One draught of heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner, and let him sit on my cause, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Exit. Enter Malvolio. Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's forfeited against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you all know?
Of what personage in years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy, as a squash 'tis before 'tis a pease cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favoured, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach.
Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls. Exit.
Give me my veil. Come, bow over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
Enter Viola as Cesario.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she? Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will? Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loth to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage. Whence came you, sir? I can say no more than I have studied. That question's out of my part. Your gentle one, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech. Are you a comedian? No, my profound heart, and yet, by the very things of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? If I do not assert myself, I am. Most certain. If you are she, you do assert yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will, with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message. Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise. Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical. It is more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue. Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way. No, good swabber, I am to hold here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me you are mine. I am a messenger. Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver. With the courtesy of it so fearful, speak your office. It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter. Yet you begin rudely. What are you? What would you? The rudeness that have appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am, and what I would, are as secret as maidenhead, to your ears, divinity, to any other's, profanation. Give us a place alone, we will hear this divinity.
Exit Maria and attendants.
Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it, Heirs Heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture.
She unveils.
Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive. If you will lend these graces to the grave, and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will, as item, 2 lips indifferent red, item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned, the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans of thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your Lord does know my mind. I cannot love him, yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and the shape of nature, a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you, in my master's flame was such a suffering, such a deadly life. In your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within a house. Write loyal cantons of contempt love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberant hills, and make babbling gossip of the air. Cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me. You might do too much. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him sin no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains.
Offering a purse.
Spend this for me.
I am no feed post. Lady, keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense.
Love, make his heart to flint, that you shall love, and let your fervor like my master's be, past in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
Exit.
What is your parentage? What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my estate as well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art, thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions and spirit, do give thee 5 full blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft. Unless the master or the men, how now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections, with an invisible and subtle stealth, to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What's ho, Malvolio?
Enter Malvolio.
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger. Thy country's man, he left this ring behind him. Would I, or not, tell him I'll none of it, desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come to this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
Exit at one door.
I do not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force, ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Exit at another door. Act 2, Scene 1. Enter Antonio and Sebastian.
Will you stay no longer? Or will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours, Therefore I crave you of your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of your whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir, my determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, of which I am called Roderigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. Yet though I could not with such estimable wonder or far believe that, yet thus far will I boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and yet I am so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to look Count Orsino's court. Farewell. Exit.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court. Alas, would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Exit. Act 2, Scene 2. Enter Viola as Cesario and Malvolio at several doors. Were you not here now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
Offering a ring. She sends you this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it also.
She took the ring of me. I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be returned. He throws the ring down. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it. Exit.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid, my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much, that methought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak in starts, distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man, if it be so, as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see not art her wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, Aphrodite is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this end? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond of as much of him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now last a day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not die. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Exit. Act 2, Scene 3. Enter Sir Toby and Sir Andrew.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, and the look low surgery, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I have it in an unfilled can. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early, so that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed bedtimes. Does not our life consist of 4 elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar, let us therefore eat and drink. Marion, I say, a stoup of wine.
Enter Feste the clown. Here comes the fool, faith.
How now, my lords? Did you never see the picture of we three? Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I'd rather than 40 shillings I had such a leg, and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast in so very gracious fooling last night, when thou spokest of Pricoropomers, of the Vapians passing the equinoctial of Quibius. 'Twas good, i' faith. I set thee 6pence for thy lemon, hast thou?
I did impetuous like reality, for Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand, and the Myrmidons are no bottle ale houses.
Excellent! Why, this is the very best fooling when all is done. Now, a song.
Come on, there's a 6pence for you, let's have it.
There's a testral of me too. If one night
Would
give
you
her...
have a love song or a song of good life? A song of... A love song. A love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay here, your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting. Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good, faith.
Good, good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth, present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay lies no plenty. Then comes to kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's sweet stuff will not endure.
A mellifluous voice, as I'm true not.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious, faith.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet in contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl and catch that will draw the souls out of the weaver? Shall we do that?
If you love me, let's do it. I'm dog at catch.
My lady, sir, as some dogs will catch well.
Most certain. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained to call thee knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I've been constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good faith, come, begin. They sing the catch. Enter Maria.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? My lady have not called up her steward Malvolio, and bid him turn you out of doors. Never trust me.
My ladies, I cut in. We are politicians. Malvolio's a peg leg Ramseyan. 3 married men are we. Am I not conscientious? Am I not her blood? Tilly Valley lady, there dwelt a man in Babylon, lady. Beshrew me, knight, in admiring fooling.
Aye, he does well enough he be disposed, and so I do too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, 12th night of December.
For the love of God, peace.
My masters, are you not mad? Or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house, that you squeak out of your cosier's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there not respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbours you as her kinsman, she's nothing allayed to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Ah, it's even so.
But I will never die. Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go? And what if you do? Shall I bid him go and spare not? Oh, no, 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 you dare not. Out of time, sir, ye lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous that thou shalt no more cakes and ale? Yes, by Saint Anne, and ginger shall not haunt in the mouth too. Thine right. Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stoup of wine, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favour at anything more than contempt, you would not give this means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand. Exit.
Go shake your ears.
'Twere as good indeed as to drink when a man's a hungry, to challenge him in the field, and then to break promise with him, and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight, I'll write thee a challenge. I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count's was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Marvolio, let me alone with him, if I do not go him into a nay word, and make him a common recreation. Do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir. Sometimes he is kind of a Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no explicit reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil, a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that cons state without a book, and utters it by great swaths, the best persuaded of himself, so crowned, as he thinks, with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all look on him, love him, and on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
Oh, what will you do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gaits, the expressure of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady with your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent, I smell a device.
I have it in my nose too.
He shall think by letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and that she'll love him with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass? I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my sidekick will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it, for 'tis night, to bed, and dream on the events. Farewell.
Exit.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Ah, before me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What'll that?
I was adored too.
Let's to bed, knight. Thou hast need send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Send for money, dear knight. If thou hast heard not the end, call me cut.
If I do not, never trust me, take it how you will.
Come, come. I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come night, come night.
Exit. Act 2, Scene 4. Enter Duke Orsino, Viola as Cesario, Curio, and others.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario. But that piece of song, that old and antic song we heard last night, methought it did relive my passion much, more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy paced times. Come, but one verse.
He's not here. So please your lordship that I should sing it?
Who was it?
Feste, the jester, my lord. A fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He's about the house.
Seek him out and play the tune the while.
Exit Curio. Music plays.
Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstained and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat, where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little by your favor,
What kind of woman is't?
of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years, i'faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself, so wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bend. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are, alas, that they are so, to die, even when they to perfection grow.
Enter Curio and Feste the clown.
Oh, fellow, come, the song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain, the splinters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their threads with bones. Do use to chant it. It is silly, sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love, like old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I, prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair, cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you, oh, prepare it. My part of death no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strown. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to say, lay me aware, sad true love, ne'er find my grave to weep there.
There's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasures, then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy god protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is very opal. I would have men of such consequence see, that's their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere, for that is the way all things make a good voyage for nothing. Farewell.
Exit.
Let all the rest give place.
Exit Curio and others.
Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queens of gems that nature pranks her in, attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
Oh, I cannot be answered so.
sooth that you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as a great pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There's no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart, no woman's heart, so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver, but the palate that suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
But I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, I were a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the blood, feed on her damask cheek. She pinned in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed, our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste and give her this jewel. Say my love can go no place and bide no delay.
Exit separately. Act 2, Scene 5. Enter Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Fabian.
Come thy ways, Signor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come if I lose a scruple of this sport, and let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have such a rascally sheep fighter come by some notable shade?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out a favor with that lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will have the fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, it is pity of our lives. Enter Maria with a letter.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing behavior unto his own shadow this half hour. Observe him, for the love of mockery, For I know this letter will make a contemplated idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting.
The men hide. Maria places the letter.
Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Exit. Enter Malvolio. 'Tis but fortune, honest fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and yet I have heard herself come thus near, that should she fancy it, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted expression than anyone else that follows her. What should I think of it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
No, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advance plumes.
Slight, I could so be, rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Pistol him, pistol him.
Peace, peace.
That is example fault. The lady of the Strackley married the yeoman of the wardrobe. Fire on him, Jezebel!
Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been married 3 months to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping,
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, peace, peace.
and then to have the humour of state, and, after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as I will they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, peace, peace. Now.
7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown all the while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence may be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes, having cast me on your knees, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab.
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight. That's me, I warrant you. One Sir Andrew. I knew 'twas me, for many do call me fool. What employment have we here?
Now, is the woodcock near the gin?
Oh, peace and spirit of humorous intent reading aloud to him.
Taking up the letter. By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt to question her hand. Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why that? To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. By your leave, wax, soft, and the impressure her lucrece, which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be? He opens the letter.
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio.
Marry, hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, I say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
What dish of poisons has she dressed him?
And with what wing the sandhill checks at it?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And the end, where should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make that up. He is now at a cold scent.
Souter will cry upon for all this, though it be as rank as a fox.
M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel. That suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him, make him cry, oh.
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and had any eye behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this falls into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough, and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state, put thee into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee, that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember, go to, thou art that maid if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read polite authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination chain me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend me my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars, I'm happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings, and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Oh, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile, I will do everything that thou wilt have me. Exit. Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Fabian come from hiding.
I will not give my part of this sport for a pension of thousands to be paid from the Sophie.
I could marry this wench for this device,
The same could I too.
and ask no dowry with her but such another chest.
Enter Maria. Nor I neither.
Here comes my noble gold catcher.
Wilt thou set thou foot o' my neck?
Oh, mine either?
Shall I play my freedom at tradeship and become thy bound slave?
If either, I either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like Alcavita with a male wife.
If he will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which now will be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that I cannot but turn him to a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
Oh, I'll make one too. Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those were the first 2 acts of William Shakespeare's A Twelfth Night. Yes, this is a comedy, and yes, the chaos is about to ensue. So please, we encourage you to pick this play up. It is available at all of our locations, and there are many copies available. Also, it has been made into movies so many times that it's not even worth talking about, and is readily available to be found on the web or anywhere. So, once again, I am Will Byrne.
My name is Emma.
Robert Tobias. And Mike Breen.
And we are the Away Team. Thank you, and remember, we cut your classics.